Hey everyone. So welcome. Today is the new moon and it is the super new moon, which means that it is in its closest cycle for the full moon or new moon. It's in the closest cycle to the earth. So this is the closest that the new moon will be to the earth. So what that means is if you are into moon magic, then you have a very close new moon to you that you can harness the energy of. And hi, Marina. Thank you so much for joining. Sahu, thank you for joining the queue, by the way. If you didn't know, there's also a solar eclipse this weekend. So if you like to use the solar energy instead of moon energy, this whole weekend is just great for everyone. And also, I want to wish my Americans a happy belated Thanksgiving and everybody who celebrates a happy early Christmas. So we're going to start with my normal community read. We're going to do a reflection of what we can take from the week behind us into the weekend. But if you stay till the end, you will get a solar or lunar energy that you can focus on for the weekend. So yeah, I hope you guys had a great week, and I guess I forgot to introduce myself. I am Brittany. I am the Cosmic Lunar Soul, and welcome. So today we are going to be using my Moonlight Oracle deck for our community read. I like to do my community reads with Oracle cards just because it kind of changes the pace a little bit. This deck is all about the moon. There are some goddesses and gods in here as well. Even though I don't personally follow them, I still love their energy. So while I get this warmed up, let me know what you guys are planning for this new moon, or are you planning something for the solar eclipse? So just because you might not be able to physically see the solar eclipse where you are, just know that celestial events affect us all. So if you want to harness the energy of this solar eclipse, go for it. I really love this deck. It's so beautiful. I haven't used it in a while. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you were probably maybe not aware, but I posted a little poll to see what deck I should use today, and a lot of people chose this deck. So thank you for those of you who voted. All right, let's switch over to, there we go. Let's switch over to our tarot cam. And as I shuffle, just focus on the things from this past week that you want to reflect on. And let's see what we have. Ooh, here we go. So we got Amethyst. So this deck actually has crystals, has goddesses, has moons, zodiacs. It has a little bit of everything. And Amethyst is about spirituality, intuition, stress relief. So this is the perfect card for me. And I want to know if it's the perfect card for you guys as well. Because this week was a little stressful, even though it wasn't a heavy week. There wasn't a lot going on. I just felt like the times that there was something going on, everything was going on at once. So I really relate to the stress relief side of things. Taking a nice, relaxing, stress relieving bath. That's perfect energy for the new moon. So let me know what resonates with you from this card. So again, this is the energy from the week behind us that we can reflect on. And it is spirituality, intuition, and stress relief. I also did a poll, and my Prisma Visions Tarot won. So yeah, all of life, you know what? I do so much too, and I recently volunteered to be part of what we're calling the Inner Sanctum for a local group of witches. And it's very weird. It's a little conflicting because when I describe it, it sounds very much like a coven, but I consider myself a solitary witch. So It's a very odd feeling. But yes, if you're gonna do tarot readings, it's perfect. And happy birthday! Oh my gosh, happy birthday! I feel like calling you all life full of simplicity is such a mouthful, but I'll call you all. But happy birthday. So we have up in the queue so far Sahu, Marina, Ari. Hi, Ari. Hi again, Marina. I hope you guys are doing well today. Let's see. So let's go ahead and get started with Sahu. I think she posted her question. Let me scroll up. Okay, so she wants to know what AK is feeling for her right now. And does this person miss her? Still warming up this deck a little bit. Haven't used it in a while. So let's see. Sahu, you want to know what AK is feeling for you and whether he misses you. So let's see what we can pull from one card. And remember, if you guys want a more in-depth reading, I will take one card questions from the chat and 3 or more cards from any tips. Let's see. Not quite warmed up yet. There we go. Here we go. Let's see what we have. We have the 7 of Wands. And let me scroll down because I see some messages here. Oh, it's you, Scylla. I don't know why I can never I don't know why I can never remember your name. Like, it's not that hard. Like, what's going on with me? Anyway, I am clearly clearly being a goofball. It's been a long week, guys. That tickles me a lot for some reason. So, we have the 7 of Wands, and in reverse specifically, and I think that this really is gonna like make me laugh the whole time about that. And sorry. So Sahu, I got all distracted because I'm being a goober. Let me go back to your question. Give me 1 second so I can scroll up. All right. So again, you want to know if what AK feels about you. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. What AK feels about you and does he miss you? So I don't think that this AK person is missing you, first of all. So let's start with that. I don't think this person misses you. I do think that whatever happened between you might have either like destroyed his confidence in the relationship, or just he's decided to give up on it. So whatever happened between you two, he's decided that it's either not worth his time or that it's not going to change, and it's not putting any effort into it is not going to be beneficial to him. So yeah, I think whether he misses you or not, he's consciously decided that it's not going to serve him to worry about it anyway. So yeah, as much as I wish that this person missed you, I don't think with this 7 of Wands that it is looking very good for how he's feeling about this situation. Hey, Tiffany, how are you doing? Let me scoot some stuff around. So I recently bought way too much stuff for Cyber Monday, and I recently changed my desk around. Okay. So, Marina, you are up next. Tiffany, if you would like a reading, go ahead and put join in the chat. I'm really good. I had a long week, but it wasn't too bad. It's been progressively better, but I'm going on vacation next week, so I have like what I like to call senioritis, where I just don't want to do anything except go on vacation. So, yeah, it's been really hard to concentrate. Marina, of course, you can totally just get a general reading. Let's see. General energy for Marina. General energy. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a really good card if you've been working on something financially, or if you've been working on your home life or something like that, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is really mature and really set in her, like the things in your life that are physical. So, for instance, if you are working on building your relationships, you have become a little more practical in how you go about doing that. Or if you're already in a relationship, you're starting to mature and find security in that. But if it's more of something financial that's been going on in your life, you kind of have the same energy that's happening. So financially, you are starting to become more stable. You're starting to find comfort in the things around you that maybe were a little more turbulent previously. So this is a really great energy. Jennifer, yeah, totally. You can get a reading. You will be after Ari. Let's see here. Yeah, so Marina, this is really great energy and really good energy going into our new moon, like I mentioned, because if you're starting to transition into this more stable phase of life, maybe like focus on this weekend using that energy and manifesting it even more and embracing it. Tiffany, remind me. Yeah, I can inbox you. Just remind me like where to inbox you. I'm so bad at this. Like I'm so bad at like cross social media, different usernames. I'm literally like a squirrel. If your username changes, you're like a whole different person to me. And you're so welcome, Marina. All right, up next we have Ari, and then we will do Jennifer Kennedy, and then Sai. Hi, Sai. Oh my gosh. I always call you like eclectic bruja, in even though I know your name. I'm so bad at this, guys. So bad at this. Oh goodness. I feel like everybody in the world should just have one name ever in life because I'm so bad at names. Okay, Ari, what energy do you need to be focusing on for the new moon? Let's see. Oof. There we go. Yes, I changed my setup for those of you who saw like previously it was all spooky ooky, and now we are Christmassy issy. All right, so what should Ari be focusing on for the new moon? Woof. Let's get this shuffle going again. Here we go. You have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like you've gotten this card from me before. If not, maybe you've gotten a lot of eights from me. I'm not sure. But with the Eight of Swords, I feel like you need to focus on releasing the things that you think are either constricting you, holding you back, anything that you feel like is just slowing you down in some kind of way, because the Eight of Swords is about feeling like you're trapped or imprisoned, and mostly it's the things in your mind. It's not usually something totally physical, it's the things that affect you mentally. So yeah, if it could be something physical, but what you should do is kind of reflect on the things that affect you mentally and see what it is in the physical world that is doing that to you. So in the new moon, focus on the things that you can release, start new, that will help alleviate that kind of energy. Especially because I know you've been working hard, so it could just be stress and anxiety. It might not be something that is easily tangible. So it could also be a sign to slow down a little bit, give yourself a break so you can clear your mind. And yeah, you know, I don't think it's as bad as the card seems, because this card always seems so daunting, like trapped in the snow kind of card. But you know, just for the new moon, slow down a little bit, take time for yourself, reflect, and give yourself a game plan for our waxing phase as we start to grow in that moon phase. So, hi Gigi. And yeah, Tiffany, I will totally message you. And thank you for hopping on. All right. Jennifer Kennedy, go ahead and post your question. Hi, Cancerian. How are you doing? So, guys, just so you know, I will be on vacation next week, so I won't be here. Most of you are in the States. Some of you not so much. My hat, not so much. So, we are in the holiday season. So that means that I'll be traveling and struggling with this hat a little bit. And yeah, so I will be out of town next Friday. If I can, I might hop on Instagram. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, but I won't be able to do a full YouTube live. Just so you know. Jennifer, totally. Let's do a quick general reading. Oh, that was a beautiful shuffle. Thank you, Ari. General reading for Jen. Ooh, you got Temperance. All right, let me put those cards down. Thank you so much, guys, for the safe travels. I appreciate it. I'll be going back home to, or not home. I'm home now. I'll be going back to Texas to visit my Texas friends. So you got Temperance, and you know, Temperance is a really cool card because it's about finding balance and sort of traveling that middle road. So if you've been putting too much energy in one thing versus the other, try to find ways to balance that out. And I really love this deck. I haven't used it in a while, but so if you look at this Temperance card, it's just really pretty. It's but yeah, you know, if you have been maybe working on something new, or there are some changes in your life too, you can also take this card to mean that you need to adapt a little better, or maybe focus on adapting to those changes. So yeah, Temperance overall is about balance and adaptivity and adapting to the things around you. So I think that overall it's a great card. It's just kind of giving you a hint of how to manage the energies that are around you. Yeah, you're welcome, Cancerian. Hope you had a good week. And let me recap for those of you who didn't join. This was our community pool of what we can focus on from the week behind us. So it was Amethyst. I'll pull it up to the camera. Amethyst, which focuses on spirituality, intuition, and what was that last one? Stress relief. So just if you have anything from this past week that you would like to reflect on within that wheelhouse, there you go. All right. So, Sai, I will be going to DFW up in northern Texas. I lived there for it sounds so weird to say because I feel so old now saying it, but I lived there for 7 years. So yeah, I'll be up there for almost exactly a week. It's about 6 days. And you are up next, my love. So Sahu, I actually already answered that question. If you missed it, you can scroll back a little bit and listen to it. But the recap was that I guess the Spark Notes is he's moving on from whatever situation you guys had between you. But if you want more details, you can scroll back. If you have another question, I will gladly answer that. So we have up right now is Sai, and then we have Cancerian, and then Sahu, if you have another question, you are more than welcome to ask again. And Gigi, if you have a question, of course, you're always welcome to ask. And Ari, if you would like a follow-up on your new moon activities, let me know. Ooh, I like that question. So, you want to know what you should focus on for December for self-improvement. Let's see. What should Sai focus on? Oh, goodness. I don't know about anyone else, but switching between decks makes me super butterfingers. And I think it's just because, different decks have different textures, You have the King of Cups in reverse. And King of Cups in reverse is not terrible, but I think you should focus on, in the times where you're feeling maybe not your best, not to let that affect you or day to day. Don't let the moodiness take over. The King of Cups in reverse can also be a sign of maybe being a little manipulative or trickery, that kind of stuff. But I don't see it as being that aggressive in it. And I'm trying to think of how I want to say this so it doesn't sound so bad, because I don't see it as that. It's more of finding the points where you don't like how you interact with a situation that isn't favorable and change it around. So if you don't like how you're interacting, so I'll go back to the moodiness, right? I'll go back to that, even though that's not quite the right word that I'd like to use. But in those situations, reflect on that and think of how you can handle a situation or how you could have handled a situation better, and then try to enact those changes going forward. So I think this is just overall a warning of, don't let a bad situation or a bad mood affect everything. And as you are going through this process of improvement, think back on this energy, right? So think back of how all of the times that this King of Cups in reverse energy has manifested itself in your situations, and how you could have handled the situation differently, and use that going forward. And I know we chat on the side, so you do shadow work and stuff. It's a perfect prompt for shadow work, how you can take this, how you process or handle situations and turn it around for the better. So one of my things that I like to say with certain energies is, how can we take this and flip it upright? So what is that missing link in between those two energies? But you're already doing shadow work, so I know you'll be good. Yeah, sure. I will warn you ahead of time, Tiff. Totally. And I can't wait for you to get your Christmas gift. Yeah, you're welcome, and we'll chat some more. All right, Cancerian, you're up next. And then I have Sahu. You are still in the queue, so hon, if you want a different question, go ahead, think about it a little bit. And then afterwards, I have Ari. Yeah, you're like, yeah, I know, we'll chat about this. Okay, so Cancerian wants to know, what are Lucas's true feelings? Lucas is I'm not big on zodiacs, but that's the Taurus symbol, and I'm a Taurus, so he has to be perfect because we're all perfect. Unless he's an April Taurus, then in which case he's horrible. Hi, Jen S. All right, let's see what we have for Cancerian. So Cancerian wants to know what Lucas's true feelings are. Lucas's true feelings. There we go. We have the World. Okay, so the World is the final card, or final major arcana in the list of arcana, and the World card is kind of a good card for this kind of question. It's all about fulfillment. So this person must really like you, but not in the like superficial way, more so in the cliche "you make me whole" kind of way. Like I think this person really feels at home or comfortable with you when they think of you. So this will depend on two things. If you guys know each other really well, then yeah, this is like full on, this person really likes you, really just you probably would have a really great connection. If you guys don't know each other very well, then it's more so that this person really finds you intriguing and really wants to know more about you because there was a little bit of a spark that was happening. So yeah, whichever of the situations that's going on with you and your Taurus, then yeah, I think that ultimately, whichever the situations, it's still a great underlying emotion that is happening, because this World, just, if you look at this card here, the World has a little bit of everything going on, and I really like this card too because it looks like, you know, you kind of have all of your different things happening and it's being sucked into this black hole here, but not in a bad way. It's like you're being sucked into something that you really like. So yeah, Cancerian, that is really really awesome. And yeah, Ari, my fellow Taurus, agrees with me. You can't go wrong with the Taurus unless you're my friend Gina. In which case it's only guys. You're so welcome, Cancerian. So Sahu, did you have a different question in mind than the one you asked earlier? Let me know. Jen, welcome to the chat. I'm just being goofy this Friday, so bear with me. Gina, sorry you have to listen to all of this Taurus love. And up next, so I have Sahu up, and then following Sahu, I have Ari and Jen S. So if you guys are in the queue, think of your questions, and I will get to you next. You need it. It's Friday. We all need it, right? Yes, Sahu, good vibes. Good vibes all around, right? Trying to be joyful and in the holiday spirit. Let me fix my hat a little bit more. My big head. This is actually my elf hat, so I'll try to switch it up. I think I will do one more live before Christmas if I can squeeze it in. But I'll try my best. Oh my gosh, Sil joined the chat. I'm gonna start like, where is my sweating gif? So Sahu, if you have a question, go ahead, put it in the chat. Ari, go ahead, put your question in the chat. And then following Ari, we have Jen S. And then Sil. I'm so shocked. Neither Luna nor Apollo have decided to make any appearance today. They were, if you were here in my last live, they were literally down my throat the whole time. Ooh, what do your ancestors have for you? Okay. Let's see. What guidance does Ari's ancestors have for her? Okay. I don't usually take jumpers, but that one literally just flew out. So we have the star, and the star card, in my opinion, and probably in a lot of people's opinion, is probably one of the most positive cards in the tarot deck. So I think your guides are just saying that, you know, as you are releasing things, think on the things that make you happy. Think of the things that you want to bring into your life that make you joyful. And maybe if you've been either manifesting or wishing or however you kind of do that kind of stuff, you know, just bring those things in more. And I think we've talked about this in the past. So I know you're into witchcraft. So, you know, if you have any new moon rituals that you are planning, perhaps invite your ancestors so they can help you with those manifestations that if you're planning anything. And going back on the previous reading, focus ultimately just on rejuvenation too for you. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Just, you know how you have that moment of just relaxation and rejuvenation and just feeling refreshed and ready to go. Focus on that a little bit too. And anytime you can in this instance, try to invite your ancestors. Why not, you know? Especially during this like sort of chaotic, powerful celestial weekend. And I love the star card. Why'd you make that face for the star card, though? I really like the star card, and it's one of the prettiest cards in the deck. It's like a, I guess I'd call it almost like a firefly waterfall or something. You guys are a tough crowd today. So Sahu, let's see. I will try to expand on that a little bit. I got a no the first time, but I'll try to expand on what, I'm going to change the question a little bit because I don't like to ask the same thing of my deck multiple times. So what I'll do is ask, why? So we already got a no, right? We got that he's really not feeling anything because he is, if I recall correctly, he's trying to move on. So let's see, what is the energy between you, I think is maybe a better question. So let's see, the energy between Sahu and 8K. You're so welcome, Ari. All right. I feel like I got this card earlier. Or maybe I got a different queen. I can't remember. Who knows anymore? So So the Queen of Pentacles, I think the energy between you guys is really, I see a lot more of you in this than him. But overall, the energy between you guys is much more clinical than it is emotional now. So whatever happened between you guys, he's moving on. You're still sort of holding on to this possibility of this relationship. But with the Queen of Pentacles, it's the Queen of Pentacles is about being practical about the things around you. And I think this is just a sign that you need to be practical about the situation between you two. So as I mentioned before, I've already answered the first part of your question, whether he misses you, which is sort of a no. And then what he feels is more like wanting to move on. So this is more of what you can do about it. So this is how you should probably respond, and your energy that you should be putting behind all of this. So you need to find the things in your life that comfort you, that are not involving this AK person, because they're trying to move on, put things behind them. You know, it's not gonna happen anymore. So but I think that the cool thing about the Queen of Pentacles is, though it's a sign that you should be a little practical about things, the Queen of Pentacles is also someone who's really resilient, someone who can put a lot of security into things. So I think you need to embrace that side of things. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Sahu. Good luck. All right, Jen S., you put your question in just in time. So you want to know why there's still a big question mark with a previous person. Okay. So after you, Jen S., I have Syl. You're so welcome, Sahu. Just get a nice shuffle going. Yeah, sometimes you find things, you know, some small signs that trigger you to dive a little deeper. So let's see what's going on. So Jen wants to know why she feels there's a big question mark with a previous partner. The Empress. That's definitely why. So this is, the Empress is all you. I feel like I don't know that there's much of the other person in this, but I feel like you obviously had a really deep connection with this person, obviously really cared for them. And if you're embracing this Empress energy, it's not going to just turn off instantly. And, you know, the Empress is someone who embraces a lot of, in tarot, they represent a lot of femininity and all of that. And I think in the relationship, perhaps you had, it's hard for me because Empress can sometimes relate to motherhood, and I don't want to put that energy in a relationship kind of vibe, but you know, the Empress also is someone who is nurturing, and sorry, my wig is shedding. Someone who is nurturing, and you can't just turn that energy off. So I feel like you have this big question mark because you're still processing through this kind of energy. And I think that's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You don't have to really rush through it or anything like that. just process it, you know? So, oh gosh, you're a water sign too? Yeah, you're not going to get over this very quickly. I don't think the universe is telling you that you need to get back with him or anything like that. I don't think, like I said, I don't see any of the other person in this. I think that if the universe is saying anything, oh, you're not the water sign, your partner is. Okay. But if anything, the universe is saying that, you know, it's okay to take time to process this, right? It's okay to feel the way that you're feeling. And ultimately, we're human. You second guess things. You got to go through the whole process. It's like, you know, people relate relationships ending to a loss. So you're going through the stages of grief, and that's fine. And right now, perhaps you're in the... I don't know the stages of grief, but you're in the questioning phase, and that's fine. So, yeah, but the cool thing about the Empress is that ultimately she's still in charge of her own femininity, and even though in your case you're kind of feeling that you're questioning things, that you're still in charge of your own self. You still have the capability to empower yourself. You just kind of have to process, and that's fine. It's fine. Some people don't like to do that. I know I don't. I'm a Pisces moon and rising, but I don't like any of that stuff. So yeah, Jen, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I think that, I also don't think that you should take this as a sign that you should get back with this person or anything like that. I think it's just more so let yourself process the situation. You're going to go through these cycles and so forth. Your Pisces moon as well, Sai. Did I know that? I don't know. Did I know that? Probably not. We literally only talk tarot. All right, so you are up next, hon. And Jen, good luck. I wish you all the luck in the world. Yeah, I'm a Pisces moon and rising, but my Taurus sun is very strong. And yeah, emotions, what are those? All right, so let's see. I think this is perfect timing. I will make you my last reading. And then you're so welcome, Jen. So if you guys enjoyed your readings, enjoyed watching the readings, make sure you like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And let's see what Syl should focus on for the new year. Come on. Oh, wow. The sun. It's very weird to get flyers now. I don't usually take them, but sometimes they just like jump out in a way. I'm like, okay, fine. But I think this is so pedantic, honestly. So you're gonna be like, oh, okay, this is like basic witch. You're like, come on. But I think you should focus in the new year on the things that are joyous to you, the things that are positive in your life. And I think you should find things to celebrate and all of that. And I feel like I'm giving you a live, laugh, love answer, but the sun is just so positive. And in the new year, what more do you want other than to start off positively? So as you go through the new year, focus on those things, focus on successes. And, you know, even though things may not be going in the rate that you want them to, focus on the small successes, even if you're hoping for the big successes. And I feel like I'm telling you, create a vision board and manifest your whole life right now. But honestly, the sun is just such a great card, so positive, great way to start off the new year, and a great way to really set your focus. It's just a great card, and I'm gonna pull this up closer because it's like seeing like a waterfall of just rainbows and positivity and joy, and I love this card. Yeah, I know. It's I I'm so used to like my wild unknown telling you like ship up and shape up, you know? But yeah, this is just really positive, and I think, you know, knowing you, you're going to plan ahead, you're going to focus on your goals and create those successes, and you'll be good to go. So yeah, thank you for letting me do a one card reading for you. And I love how you're like, I don't mind some live, laugh, love. Jen, so your rising is Taurus. Welcome to the Taurus life. Yes. I am really bad at astrology. It's like my secret public shame, but I enjoy it nonetheless. And then I have, let's see, Sai, you are an Aries sun and a Sag rising. Yeah, that kind of seems like you. Hi, Jolly. Yeah, totally. I'm actually about to end for the night, but let's go ahead and squeeze you in. Let's do a quick reading. Yeah, hit me up. Totally. I'm so bad with astrology. Like I said, it's my secret public shame. I'm literally an aerospace engineer, but I cannot wrap my head around astrology. Astronomy? Good. Astrology? No. Hey, Asha. Okay, so, Ja, you just want a general reading. Let's do a quick general reading for Ja. General reading for Ja. Oh, gosh. There we go. I did not put the sun card back. Let me reshuffle for you, hon. Let's see, general reading. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles. Hey, welcome back, Tiff. If you want, I can do your reading on the live. If you want, I can do it on Instagram. Whatever you want, just let me know. But anyway, back to Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles to me is usually a sign where you should start to be a little more frugal about things, be a little more conservative about the stuff that you're doing, usually in reference to either your finances, your home life, and it could mean that if you've been spending too much time either away from the home or you're a little out of balance, pull yourself back in, find that balance that you need. If it's more so in reference to finances, and usually when I'm talking through things, something will trigger in someone's mind. So take what you want of this. But in terms of finances, find the, think back on the times where perhaps you shouldn't have been spending what you're spending, or maybe you've made some poor financial decisions, and reflect on that so that way going forward you can make better decisions. Yeah. But ultimately still though, the Four of Pentacles is still not, it's not a terrible card. It's just a sign that maybe, you know, before things get bad or before something happens, just be a little more thoughtful about the either finances, your family life, stuff like that, and your home life. Hey, Miss Ace. Yeah, and I think that's, you know, nothing terrible. It's nothing scary, but it's always something we can work on, right? All right, so I will make Esha the last person. You're so welcome. And then I'm going to go ahead and close the queue. So Esha, go ahead, put your question in the chat. And then if you hang out, we will do a community read on the energies that are happening this weekend. So we have our new moon today. We have our solar eclipse tomorrow. So what can we do while we are in this high chaotic celestial weekend, I guess, is a good way to put it. All right. Just going to put in a little notice here so people know what's going on. All right, yeah. And send. Jen, thank you so much for the love. Okay, so what does Kate Gemini think of you? Oh goodness, do you want to get involved with a Gemini? No, I'm kidding. I only said that because a lot of my best friends are Geminis. My mom's a Gemini, so anytime I can trash talk a Gemini, I'm going for it. All right, so Esha, you want to know. Let me scroll up. What does Kate think of you? Let's see. What is this? Four of Cups in reverse. I must thought I pulled the Four of Pentacles again. The Four of Cups in reverse. I think that this Kate person is maybe a little bored with you. If you've kind of been stalling or a little nervous, too hesitant to make any actual moves, maybe they're getting a little bored and wanting to move on. So it's hard sometimes with one card. So I like to give people some options to think about. The flip side of this could also be that perhaps they are the aloof one, they are the one that's hard to connect with, and maybe you've been putting too much of your energy into this person and not getting enough back. So it could be one of two things. It could be that they are just not feeling it. They are just not really sure where things are with you, or it could be that they are sort of just maybe stringing you along. So, you know, only you know the situation that you're in. So one of those two things matches up with what's going on with you. But I think ultimately the takeaway with how this person feels about you probably isn't that favorable. At least the situation that you're in is not favorable, and you need to either find a way to turn it around or leave it behind. Because this Four of Cups in reverse, like I always say, try to flip that upright. Although Four of Cups upright isn't the best, still better. You're starting to think things through, and you're starting to, at least in your side of things, starting to perhaps put a few things in perspective. Maybe still missing the big picture, but you're in a better position than you were before. So yeah, you're totally welcome. And I hope that helps. Probably not the most favorable reading, but you know, I'm gonna try. So guys, if you were here earlier, you know that we have our new moon today. We have our soul, or depending where you are in the world, we have our solar eclipse tomorrow. So we have a lot of really powerful, chaotic, celestial energy happening. So for our takeaway, for what we can reflect on or take into the weekend, let's focus on that energy. What can we harness from that energy for the weekend? And if you have anything planned for these, either the new moon or the eclipse, let me know. I have a few things planned, but they're not they're not nice. Let's see, what can the community take into the weekend? Let's move that out of the way. So we have citrine, goal setting, abundance, and positive energy, which is really literally call out for what I just said. That's funny. So as we go into this weekend, as we're focusing on either whether you choose the solar eclipse, the new moon, or both, as we are harnessing these celestial events that are happening, focus on setting some goals, focus on positivity, bringing that positivity in, manifesting it, which if you are in the States like I am, or if you celebrate Christmas, then it's a perfect time of year to be bringing in positivity. And citrine is, this card is, I just love all these cards. I guess I wouldn't own them if I didn't. And also abundance, which is perfect because there are some positive things that I'm going to do this weekend. And my money bowl is one of them. So working on abundance and whatever that means to you. Yeah, this deck is a little bit like, perhaps you should change your way of thinking there, Britt. Yeah, Sai, that's awesome. Doing some spreads, setting some goals. Can't complain with that. I know, Sil, you mentioned that you're going to be doing something similar. You're going to do a eclipse spread, right? If I recall correctly. So I think that's fun, and I hope it all goes well. But just a reminder, I won't be here next week. I will be on vacation, and let's see. I will be here. I'll put a poll out on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you check out my description and follow me on Instagram. I'll put out a poll. If you guys want me to do a December 24th live, I will put a poll out to see if anybody would be interested in that. If so, I will totally do it because that will be our time to celebrate Christmas together, and I could put on a different hat. Yeah, so if I don't see you before Christmas and you celebrate, happy Christmas. And otherwise, have a great new moon, a great solar eclipse, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Alrighty, guys, bye. Thanks for joining today.